Hey guys, welcome to a new tutorial video. On this video, we'll be making this kiss pleat overlap corporate dress, okay, with press button. So let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to do is to draft out your back bodies, okay. There's a tutorial on how to draft a back bodies, a full scale bodies, a half scale bodies, both the front and back in my tutorial videos on my channel, so you can click on the video and watch it, okay. But I'll still explain this part. You mark your neck, your shoulder line, your shoulder slope, you come down by 1 inch, you mark your armhole depth, then on that armhole depth line you mark your bust measurement divided by 4 plus your allowance. Then you mark your half length measurement. On your half length line you mark your waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2. That's your allowance. You can decide that your allowance is 1.5 inch, okay. So you dip the back neck by 1 inch like so, and then you just connect it. All right, so this is your back bodies. We're going to use these back bodies to draft out our front bodies. All right, so guys, please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscription button and subscribe, like and share, please guys. So when we cut out our back bodies, this is how it's going to look, okay. Now we're going to mark our dart leg, okay. Your dart leg is your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 4, divided by 2, sorry guys, nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now this back, I forgot to add the zipper allowance, so when you're cutting yours, please give 1 inch allowance for your zipper allowance, for your zip, 1 inch for your zipper allowance area, okay. Now let's cut the front part. For the front part, you fold your material into to unfold like so. Then at the front part, okay, the part that is unfold, all right, you mark 4 inch allowance, 4 inches allowance. Most times I mark 5 inches. I prefer my work to be in excess, then I will trim it off than it to be shorter, okay. So I first of all mark 4 inch allowance. Please, for clarity, this is just a miniature illustration, okay, but you can still use it for your main illustration, for your main outfit, okay, your own measurement. So you mark 4 inch at the front part, then you mark the part where your shoulder starts. Can you see your shoulder line where it starts from? You mark it and then you connect it to the base of the front part. All right, you mark the part where, can you see where I marked my shock? That's where my shoulder line starts from, okay. You just mark it, you create you just use your chalk to mark it, all right, to help you on how to cut your front part better, okay. So then you just trace out the sides, because we've already added our allowance to the sides of these bodies, okay. So when you open it up, your front part is crossed, is overlapping, okay. So you draw your dart legs for the back and then you join the shoulders, okay. Then when you join your shoulders, can you see, and you've drawn your dart leg, you join the sides, all right. Remember, this dress has like a cape on this overlap side. Can you see, I've joined the sides, I've done my dart and opened my zipper allowance area. Can you see? Now on the zipper allowance area, can you see how it is? I've opened it up because the dress needs a zip. I left 1.5 inch on top. I'll let you know why I did that, okay. So now what you're going to do first of all is to close up that your zipper allowance line. So at the back of your dress, right, at the back of your bodies, okay, from the neckline, you mark 1.5 inch from the neckline. But before you do that, you're going to measure your round. That's from the front neckline, from the front cross down round, because we're going to be fixing a band or a cape like structure on it, okay. So this is the simple way of making that part, that cape part. So just fold your material as if you're making a band, okay. Then at the beginning part, the material I folded is 2 inches, but at the beginning part I came down by 1.5 inch, because if you look at the illustration, you see that the tips of the band are smaller, as in it's progressing from small to big. Okay, the shoulder part is bigger than the tip of the crossing of the dress. So you just cut it out like so. Guys, please hope you understand. Please hope you, if you don't understand, let me know in the comment section. I'll explain. So when you cut it out, you now attach it to your neckline. Can you see? You attach it to your neckline. But before you attach it to your neckline, please, from the neckline of your back, right? Mark, measure one inch. Can you see what I'm doing? From neckline of your back, measure 1 inch and close it up. That's the allowance that we created. Measure 1 inch from your neckline and close it up. Okay? So close it up before you now join the cape. Alright. So I've joined the cape. Can you see how it's looking? I've closed the back darts. Can you see? Now you see the reason why I said you should close 1 inch from the zipper allowance at the back, so that you'll be able to join this cape on the neck part. Alright. Then I've joined the front part together. I just matched it down. Can you see? Just match it down. So this is how the top part looks. This is how to achieve it. Now let me show you how to make a key splint and how you can fix your zip on this dress, because some people, I know you'll be confused. Okay. Now look at the back part. I just want to show you how it is. You see that line that we marked 1 inch? So the other part is your zipper allowance. That's where you are going to fix your zip. Now you measure your round waist. Okay, so the round waist I measured is 16. Now you're going to cut a straight material that is 2 times longer. So if your waist is, the round waist you got is 16, the length of your material is going to be like 32. So hope you understand. That's how wide your material is going to be. Is going to be 32. Then the length is going to be, that's your full length minus your half length. Okay. So now you fold that material into 4, as if you want to make a flare. Now, not a flare, just fold your material into 4. Then you notch the 4 corners. Okay. Remember to give space for the zipper allowance area. You notch it. Then you notch the 4 corners of your material. This is going to help you on how to fix it to your half length. So now in your half length, remember to always mark the center front of your half length. Okay, mark your center front. Then you mark the part where you want your key splint to be at the front. If you look at the design that we are replicating, you see that the key splint is at two places at the front, 2 places at the front, 2 places at the back. So you notch your center front, right? Then you mark the part where you want your key split to be. Okay, if you draw your dart for the front part, then you have to mark the part where your key splint will be where your dart is, for people that want to put dart on the front part of their dress. Okay, do you get? So now I've marked where I want the key split design to be, and now I'm going to start pinning my material right round. Guys, please watch this part carefully. Okay, please, it's very important. So you're going to get your pin and then you pin it like so. Do you see that the notched areas are aligning? Then you get your notch area and then you pin it to the side. Can you see? That's the reason why we folded our material into 4, so that it will help us. It's going to guide us on how to share the width of this material proportionally, so that one part will not be fuller than the other parts. Okay, so that the gathers will be proportional on all sides. So the first thing you're going to do is pin the zipper allowance area, pin the side, the first side, pin the center front, pin the other side, and then you pin the zipper allowance area right round. Can you see all the notches are aligning? Now when you're done pinning it, the next thing you're going to do now is to determine your key splint. So let me show you an easy way to get your key splint so that they will be proportional. Okay, since I've marked where I want that key splint to be, what you're going to do is get the center part of the material there. Can you get the center part? That's the middle of the material that is going to be there, that you are going to use to create your key splint, right? Just notch it, and then on the part where you want the key splint to be, you fold it in. Can you see how I'm doing it? You fold it in and make sure that that center part that you notched is going to be directly on the part that you marked where your key splint is going to be. Guys, can you see what I'm doing? Can you see? Please watch closely so you understand. You first of all pin right round everywhere. Then you know the SS that was supposed to do the plinting, right? You get the center part of it, of that SS, and then you fold the materials in and pin it. Make sure that that center part of the SS is what is touching the part where you want the key splint to be. Can you see the front part? That's exactly where I want my key splint to be. And you see that the foldings are proportional. So let's do it again. So you get the center part of the SS material that you're supposed to plint, right? Then you fold it in. Can you see how I'm doing it? Can you see? I got the part that I want it to be. That's where I already marked my key splint to be. Then, if you look closely, you see that that notch part is directly on where I marked it. Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? Fold it in like so. And then that notch part, you open it up. You see that the spaces of the two key splints are equal. One is not bigger than the other. So this is how I get my perfect key splint, and then I share the materials proportionally. Can you see? It's exactly where I want it. So this is what you're going to do for the front and for the back. Okay? So when I'm done, guys, see how it looks. Can you see? Can you see the key splints at the both sides? At exactly where I wanted it. One at the cave side, the other one at the other side. Can you see? Then at the back too. Can you see where the key splint is? Remember, we're adding zip for this dress. Can you see the key splint? So whenever you're fixing your key splint, most time I always say that you should put it where your dart legs are. Okay? So now the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix your zip, because I know it's going to be an issue for some people. So now to fix the zip part, all right? Now you've turned your cloth, your material in, that's the back part. Okay, now you measure your zip, where your zip is going to start and stop from. Remember that 1 inch that we mark, that's where we're going to start from. Then the zip length I'm going to work with is 7 skirt zip. Then you close the remaining parts, you close up the bottom part. That's the first step. Okay, now the next step now is how to fix your zip. So now this part, can you see that our zipper allowance area? That's where we're going to fix our zips, our zip on the zipper allowance area. So you have to open it up. You get? You're going to fix your zip on that zipper allowance area, and then make sure that your half cut, the half cut line aligns. So please always pin it. Okay? So when you're done, this is how your zip is going to be. Can you see? Can you see how the zip is? The half length lines, they both align. Then you open it up. Now you see the reason why we came down by 1 inch. Okay, you open it up. Now you can you see how we did it? I know the zip part is going to be confusing for people. Let me turn the back. Can you see? You can decide to cut that upper part, or you can decide to sew it on that remaining zip allowance that's on top, just on your preference, or you fold it in, just depends. So this is how to fix your zip. Can you see how to fix your zip on this dress? Then the last thing you do is to join your sleeves. Okay, it's just a simple long sleeve, and then you're good to go. So this is how to draft and sew a simple cross neck that has a cape with a key splint. Okay, I purposely used two different materials so that we're going to see how it looks, so that it will be confusing for us. Please, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try my best to explain further. Please ask your question, give your comments, and I'm always ready to explain. So this is the finished look. I didn't put the sleeves because I already have a tutorial on how to make a simple basic sleeve. So please guys, if this tutorial was helpful to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Please ask your questions in the comment section. I promise you I'm going to reply your questions. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and see you on my next tutorial. Bye.